Another problem Memphis is facing, affordable housing. Not enough housing, people unable to purchase a home, and problem properties not in livable conditions. And there is further evidence of the problem by the sheer number of evictions that we're seeing. But currently there is a push underway to overturn this troubling trend.
On Your Side investigator April Thompson has more on a housing problem and eventually a special court that could be the answer.
Claiborne Point versus Lauren Williams.
On any given weekday, you will find General Sessions Judge Deborah Henderson holding court.
$5,100. Yes, and that gives him credit for the $3,400 recent payment.
Usually the case involves someone being kicked out of their home.
My dryer hasn't worked for going on 4 weeks now. They don't even return a phone call.
Okay, Mr. Winters, let me suggest a couple of things to you.
A big part of her docket involves handling these eviction cases.
The tenant won't pay the rent because they're upset about the condition of the property. The landlord then has the absolute right to come into court and evict them.
WREG has highlighted many cases after getting call after call about problem properties.
Ms. Thompson, has been a disaster. I've been struggling until I got very stressed out, depressed. I even got to the point that I just wanted to walk away from this place and leave everything behind.
Jeanette Davis called the WREG investigators after she says her apartment complex wouldn't repair her leaking ceiling for months.
This problem started back in November when, over the holidays, when it first started raining. That heavy rain we had, it flooded us out in here. This rain, it rained so heavy and hard in this apartment, it damaged this apartment so bad. It's not fair. Not only me and anybody else living under these kind of conditions. We want out of here. We deserve better.
Jeanette Davis says after her complaints, her apartment threatened to evict her. In fact, the day she invited us to see the conditions inside, the office called police and said we had to leave. When we tried to go to the office, someone quickly closed the blinds and refused to answer. Hello? I noticed you closed the blinds.
I haven't done anything wrong. What grounds do they have to evict me? They don't have no grounds. I paid my rent on time. I got receipts. What grounds do they have to evict me? I'm a victim.
We were trying and have been trying to work on a program that would eliminate, or not eliminate, but reduce the numbers of people who are having to go through this.
Judge Henderson says while there are plenty of good landlords and tenants, there are just as many who are not following the Uniform Residential Landlord and Tenant Act.
One of the things that we're trying to do is educate the public on what their responsibilities are as it relates to either being a landlord or being a tenant.
They're now doing it through the new Shelby County Housing Stability Pilot Program, teaching landlords that there is a process before eviction and requirements that must be in a lease.
I'm often looking at the lease and then looking at the landlord saying this lease does not meet the requirements of Tennessee. Where did you get this lease? I pulled it off the internet, or a friend of mine helped me prepare it. Well, there are some requirements, and a lot of the time, I won't say most, but a lot of the times, those requirements are not contained in that lease agreement.
And letting tenants know you cannot stop paying rent because repairs aren't made.
We have to stress to the tenants, your responsibility is to pay your rent.
From January 2020 to December 2022, they had 60,000 evictions in Shelby County. It's why Judge Henderson's passion has been to get an eviction court in Shelby County.
The county commission approved a grant to go to Memphis Area Legal Services so that we could do the things that I suggested earlier. Number one, educate the public.
Number two, hire their own inspector to view properties and bring recommendations back to the court. They have also been out in the community holding seminars. Memphis Area Legal Services assist with outreach.
And then, of course, on this Housing Stability Solutions pilot program, to really be able to serve people in all issues related to housing.
They also have an attorney to work on cases.
We really want to reach people before they get to the eviction stage.
So we're always out there trying to let people know, if you're having a problem of any kind, Mr. Tenant, Miss Tenant, pay your rent and call us. Come and see us. We cannot help you if you don't pay your rent.
Reporting for your news leader in Memphis, April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
An approval for an eviction court in Shelby County has to go through the state legislature. For more information on how you can get help with landlord-tenant issues and eviction, call Memphis Area Legal Service at 901-523-8822.